What brought you to the United States?
Well, I'd been writing for, I had kind of graduated into actually writing for variety shows. And I won an award for a show.
What show?
It was called No Three People. And it was Roy Castle, who was a British performer, and Shirley Harmer, who was a Canadian wonderful singer, performer. And the third one was a French Canadian lady. And I had, it was in the summertime when the Canadian National Exhibition is performed. And I remember my phone rang, and this guy said, "Hi, this is Tom Smothers. I was just watching your show." I said, "Okay, Tom, and thanks for calling." I couldn't believe it was Tom Smothers. I thought it was Rich Little doing an impression of Tom Smothers. He said, I said, where are you staying? I'm staying at the hotel across the street from the CBC, the Four Seasons. I said, "Oh, I got the number. I'll call you later today." So, and I called around. I found that Tom and Dick were appearing at the CNE. So that maybe there's a chance that Tom had called. So I called him back, and the operator said, "1 moment, please." And she went away for like, what felt like 25 minutes. It was 2 minutes. And she came back on the phone and said, "Sir, Mr. Smothers does not want to speak to you." I said, "What? He just called me." She said, "He's not ready to speak to you." So she put me through to him. She said that he had put she had been convinced to do this for him. And I got it back on the phone and I said, "What are you calling me about?" He said, "I saw your show. I got the name." It was a long time ago. You know, you could call the CBC and get the writer's name from them, their phone number. And he called me, and he said to me, "I'm doing a show, and I love what you did with the show." And there was no commercials in the show. So there's a commercial at the front of the show and the commercial at the end. And I wrote a whole storyline, and a very, very good show. And he said, "I want you to come to speak to my people here. I'd like you to come and write this show." Jesus, an offer from the star of the show. They had been doing a kind of a sitcom, and they had not done anything else, and they had written a show for them. Ernie Chambers and Stahl Ilson, who is a Canadian, Ernie is not a Canadian, had done a show for him. And so I sat down and I wrote a sample show, and I went to New York to meet with Ernie and Saul. And they hired me on the spot. It was great.